Do you think that there is a market for a comb that works while you sleep? Push the button to talk.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Corey, and we're going to do another Project Wednesday. I'm going to be working on my personal site and blog, like we've been doing for a few Wednesdays now. So let's jump right in. Let's pull up. Well, here's my live blog. This is what you get if you go to coreyja.com right now. And this is what we are going to be working on today. So if you head over to beta.coreyja.com, you will see the new version of the site that we are working on. And here, I was just trying to make our Pando friend, we call him Bite over here, a little less needy in chat. So maybe that'll work this stream. We will see. I'll give him a little treat right now just to get it started. But yeah, we're gonna be working on my blog today. So this is the live version of it, and let's get the repo pulled up. This one. Awesome. Okay, so this is the repo for coreyja.com. This is technically at beta right now, but eventually it will be here. So we are gonna keep this repo name. This is where it wants to live eventually. And we did land our PR last week, so that is good. I hadn't always been good about landing my Wednesday PRs on the Wednesday, so sometimes there was one to clean up, but looks like we are good today. Awesome. So this is our repo, and it is deployed, which means I can click around here and show the new things. So yeah, so last week, we worked on improving this view a little bit before it was, you know, even more boring than it is now. And we got these pages, at least moderately ready to go. This one that's just text, you know, there's some white space over here where we could use some stuff, but it looks pretty good if we find one. Well, one with pictures. These look pretty good. Not loading the fastest, but that makes sense. These aren't loading from a CDN. These are just like coming directly from the box. Like, you know, my actual Rust box is returning these. I do feel like they've usually been a bit faster, but there's a lot of pictures on this page, and there's no lazy loading or anything, so just taking a sec. But those look pretty good. Let's take a look at one with some code, though. This one has some code. And these look really nice. I really like the code blocks here. They're a little wider than the text. And the coloring is honestly at least fine. This is just using whatever theme I copy pasted from a GitHub example. But it's actually pretty okay. It's not too bad at all. So yeah, let's see. What are we gonna hack on today? This is actually looking pretty good, but I think I've left some issues for myself in the repo that are probably good. So let's see. We have a few things that we marked as launch blockers. So let's pick up one of those today. Let's pick up this one first. Syntax highlighting should not embed CSS with code. So let's take a look. I'm sorry, getting my iPad with chat all set up. Let's take a look at what's happening now with the CSS for syntax highlighting. Oh, this is the wrong project. This is actually the editor is showing. Oh no, these are both showing Snake GPT. Never mind. But Snake GPT is what we were working on Sunday. That is a Battlesnake chatbot. Actually, this Sunday, like, a few days ago Sunday, we were in Snake GPT, but really working on just some Rust HTTP client kind of things. I was experimenting with a new idea. Oh, and it looks like I never had a commit. So let's just do a whip commit just as I leave. Yeah, and then let's head over to where we want to be. Awesome. Okay, so this is... And do we have the latest changes? Now we have the latest changes. But that was really some screenshots that changed there, so nothing really changed. My terminal did not like being resized. Okay, let's kill that terminal. How about... Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we were going to look at the CSS for syntax highlighting. So if we look in, not blog, that's the content, a server, and then source, and then blog. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to be there. Haha, I have another blog. Okay, so we have top level blog that is kind of older. Has some of the stuff that I don't know if I like the form of anymore, but that's okay. And then under server, HTTP server technically, but whatever, server pages blog, we have the Markdown file. This is like how I'm actually converting my abstract syntax tree of Markdown to HTML. And this actually is exactly where I want to be. So in the code, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the, in the into HTML method for code, we do a few things. So we find the syntax of the language. That's perfect. We make an HTML generator with class styles. We tell it we want spaced class styles. So source.php becomes source.php. This isn't that fast since it has to use the scope repository to look up scope names. I'm not really sure if I'm concerned about that. We can throw caching at this if we need to. Awesome, but this is where we're getting the CSS. So we generate the HTML generator. This has a finalize method. And this, though, is how we get the CSS for the theme. So again, we give it spaced, which just has to match, and we give it this context theme. Where do we get context from? Oh, HTML renderer context. Oh yeah, we passed this thing like throughout everything. I think that's because we wanted to pick a theme like up top, which means probably HTTP server mod. Config here. Oh, we get a config. Okay, so this isn't even it. I think I'm actually too far down. I think no, HTML render context. Yeah, okay, where do you live? You are just at the top of this file. Okay. Where else are you used? Go to references. Outside of this file. you use it. Oh, okay, so we can get it from state. Okay, so it must live in my state in Axum. It just has to. Yeah, what about in config? Yeah, here's where we can pull it out. Okay, so it does live here. So it's just in my Axum config. Awesome. Okay, but if it's in my Axum config, then I think that means we are pretty good to go. I can just make a route styles / syntax. That works for me. Syntax. Template syntax. I don't really know if I need that. I do have a templates folder, but that's not really where I want it to live, I feel like. Well, we can just do, I want a state of HTML render context from the state of HTML render context. Basic move. Man, that would have been cool if that worked. Qualify. Yep. I actually bet that I don't need that one qualified. I feel like I can probably just qualify that one. Oh no, I do need to qualify both of them. That's fine. Cool, so HTML renderer context. Oh, that's fine, but confusing. Context, wow, typing is hard today. Context. Content, yep. Context, there we go. But it doesn't have this method, but that's okay. In the Markdown for code. This. Just copy this. That's gonna want to be qualified. That can also be qualified. Could have imported, just felt like qualifying. That just looks really, really yucky. Yeah, it just looks real not amazing. But, you know, I don't know. Oh, well, here's one thing that we should do. Let syntax CSS, we should just do this once. And then this can just be syntax css.clone. Yeah, we just, actually, do I need the clone, I wonder? I wonder if I need the clone. I feel like I probably don't. So this is config.markdown context. Perfect. This then doesn't need any of that anymore, which is better. Yeah, it just returns this syntax. It's the same thing as this Tailwind one. They're both prepared ahead of time. I like that. Awesome. Okay, how's that working? Ah, well, there's definitely some bits left, but we're doing good. So in my header, this is probably... No, it's just in base. Wait, head. It's in head, not header. That actually does make sense. So styles, and we want syntax. And then I think we should be able to go into here. And we should be able to stop adding the styles right there. Awesome. Over my desk. Get a server running. Oh, we have some unused imports. Nice. Okay. Spawning tasks. Tasks spawned. Localhost. I think so. Oh no, I'm just doing. This is my project, so 3000. Yep. Sorry, I was trying to remember which port it was between this one and the one on Sundays. They use different ports, which is so much fun, and obviously something I could fix. Okay. This one. Look at that. We still have syntax highlighting. That was nice and easy. I like that. One issue knocked out. I mean, this is just me checking. Yep, we do have the pre with the code and no style tag. And then up in our head, we have syntax. Yes, awesome. And if we pull this up, which we don't need to do, but we're going to anyways. If I can use my little URL bar. Is it not running? No, it just doesn't know about the // So there we go. Yay! This is just the base 16 Ocean Dark theme, apparently. But I thought it was pretty good. It looks pretty good with my code. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think we're still on main. Yeah. Let's make a branch. Stream, and what's today's date? Oh, we made it to a new month. 0503. Nice. Okay. Let's do all of these, and we'll write a message in the editor. Serve syntax highlighting CSS via external style sheet. Fixes number. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I like that a lot. It just gives me the little number for fixes automatically. We move the CSS for syntax highlighting. Highlighting. There we go. Highlighting from the HTML to an external style sheet. Perfect. This means we are no longer repeating the style sheet for each code block. And it means we can generate the CSS once at boot time and serve it as many times as needed. As many times as needed. Awesome. My nose is itchy. Nope. 2 YubiKey taps. There we go. Okay. And this should already know it's attached to something. Woohoo! Commit that reference to this issue. And let's get a draft open. Stream from 2023 5/3. Woohoo! So far, fixed number 18. What else? Let's see what else we want to do today. So let's see. We could do with the redirects. I kind of like that. The links again. Post blog elements should be anchor links. We looked at this a little bit on Wednesday. And I don't have an amazing answer here. So the problem is that I need an ID to link to for these. And I don't have access, like, I wonder if I can, like, validate that it's just text and then do something with it, but, like, I just get the full HTML content underneath. And I don't think I can easily know that it's just text. So I don't know exactly what I want to do about that. This one was the easy one. Extra posts should redirect extra versions to the canonical. Yeah. So if the Markdown file is some post this, we should make some post the canonical and have this forward to it. Yeah. So maybe we'll do this one now. This seems like a good thing to work on. So here, if we're looking at, nope. Over my desk, bring it up again. There we go. Okay, awesome. So we go to posts and we like look at the links for these. Let's look at one with an index. Perfect. Yeah. So if we look at the link here, you can see, I'm not sure if you can, but if we open a new tab, we'll look at the URL. You can see that it links directly to the index.markdown file. but I think I'd really like it to link to this page. Ooh, that's interesting. I'd really like it to link to this page instead, without the index.md here. And I also didn't realize that if you go to the thing without the slash, you're gonna break images. That's interesting. And I actually also don't think I like how we're doing this. I don't want Markdown, I don't want index.markdown to render. I want this to redirect to the canonical one. And by canonical, I'm using canonical just to mean the version I pick as the one that's winning, which I think is going to be posts/thing. So in like ones like this, I'd want it to be chapter 1 with a slash after it. I think I always want trailing slashes. And that'll help with images too, apparently, because if we don't... Oh, well, actually, this one's different, right? Because I can't... Actually, wait, this one's interesting. If I just get rid of the markdown, it's fine. And if I add a slash, that's gonna break it. Oh, fun. Because they're different. When you have the index, you need to be... Because it's next to the markdown folder. Oh, interesting. Also, don't love spaces in the URL. Okay, so there's some things we want to do here for making the URLs more canonical. Non-canonical. Okay. So let's just take a look at that. Quick distraction for myself. Yeah, Pando/Byte. You're still being pretty needy. Here, have some water, Byte. But yeah, we're gonna have to tune you a bit. Okay, so how are we actually getting that list? So let's go all the way to the mod of the server, and I want to look up posts index. So in the posts index, we just call this post index method. We get all of our blog posts from a static directory. Is this like actually doing this from dir? So this is already static, but this is the thing that's actually parsing them and everything. Blog file entry, file exists, file is markdown to markdown. And this is actually in this one. Yeah, we're all in this blog one here. And then and then when I actually render a post, what happens? Yeah, this way we can... this comment is maybe not right. Okay, so I think this is the older one. Let's look at the post index more. Yeah, because this does blog posts from static dir. This does the whole thing, right? I think I'm just thinking to myself here. Post.path. So I think post here is gonna want like a canonical URL. And let's write some tests, I think. That's gonna be a great idea. So I think what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want a public function called canonical URL. I mean, it's really a path though, because I'm not gonna URL it. Well, that'll work. That is the current version, right? That's what I'm doing. That's wrong, but like, but that's fine. So then here I can just do canonical path, which goes to a string. Okay, cool. So then let's go to this method. And let's add the test attribute and do a mod test. And no, it's not this. It's a config. It's at the config one. Yeah, config test, and we'll put the test inside. Yes, use super. I know that was very silly, but I don't ever write this config test thing from scratch, so I like that I actually got that right. That's just not right. Test blog post canonical path. Okay, so how do I get a blog post? A blog post is these things. Oh, I can get it from a file. Awesome, so let's probably use from file. But this file is a include directory file. Okay, that's fine. I just had to remember that. I actually don't know if I want to. Let posts equal blog posts dot from static directory. Okay. Let post equal post stuff first unwrap. Cool. That works, I think. But then like what am I asserting? Post dot canonical URL path like equals something. Except getting first doesn't make sense here. Because it just like doesn't. I also don't think I want to test these from the real file. I want to like new up one with fake data. Yeah, so let's do that instead. Let a post use a blog post. And we're like gonna shove all the things in it. Okay, yeah, so it's path. And like test, yeah, that'll work. And then the AST, oof. There's no way I can just like default this. Wouldn't that be cool though? Yeah. Yep. I assumed that was gonna be the case. I don't know if I like that a blog post needs its AST to get a path, and that it has a title in this thing when I'm canonical pathing it. Because like if a URL comes in, right, I want to like be able to compare that to something. Maybe I just want a blog post path. Do I just want a struct blog post path that wraps a path buff? Oh, blog post path. Nice. What's a blog post path? Yeah, where is blog post path? I forgot I had one of those. $121. What's on 121? It's the string wrapper. I could do it there. No. I could just call it a path buff. Just get rid of the naming conflict. No, like I don't even like that. Do I just want a trait on it? Maybe let's just do that, I guess, for now. So like I have a trait like to canonical path. And it just does something like that, and then we impl to canonical path path buff. And like it could just be something like this for the moment. I got lost. Dang it. And then this is just that. Yeah, okay. And then let path equal something like that. And then yeah, this is better. This is a little better. Like now I'm at least building small things that I can work with. So the canonical path of this should be that, I think I'm deciding. I don't actually know. The canonical path with images is going to be interesting. I guess maybe those are two separate problems and I should handle them separately. Like this, I should just get it to do like that. Test canonical path named markdown file. Yep, because that's what happens when you have a named markdown. And then canonical path, test canonical path, index markdown. And that's different. Well, like this would, like, you know, if you have an index, it goes to the same thing at the end of the day. Like this is a little weird, right? I think this is actually gonna go, it's gonna add the posts bit. Yeah, that actually might, that might not be that much to test here. Like this is almost it. Test canonical path. If it's already a directory, you just leave it. And like most of those tests are gonna fail. They all failed. Ooh, some of them even hit panics. Wait, what? How did these hit panics? Oh, they panics because the assertions failed. Okay. Okay, so there's a slash slash. I think these aren't expecting these first slashes. Cargo test. Okay, there we go. Now one of them is passing. And the stripping ones are not. Left. Yeah, right. Index. So what does canonical path do? It just does posts. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so then I guess we can just I have tests, so I can just like kind of go one at a time. Wow. Okay. Let copy equals self.clone. Like I think I just if c.file name equals a sum of index, then return if file name equals index.h.md c.parent without its final component. Cool. I don't know if it's gonna end with a slash at the end. So this was if something was gonna be fixed here, this was gonna be, let's just do editor things. Index.md is the one that was gonna be fixed if that was gonna fix one of them. And it just doesn't have the trailing slash, so like I can fix that. The easy way is just that. If c dot extension equals markdown, Then file stem extracts the stem non-extension portion of this. Close. I want let stem equals, yep. I don't know if I need the two-string lossy there at all. C dot parent dot push stem. Let's not do that to you. No method push. Oh. You might not have a parent. Oh, yeah. To path buff? Oh, okay. Let buff equals C dot parent dot unwrapped path buff. We need to make this mutable. Buff dot push the stem. There's an easier way to do this. There's a much easier way to do this. C dot set extension to nothing. And then you just do that. Much easier. If the extension is Markdown, you get rid of the extension. Cool. Named Markdown. Works on named Markdown. Works on all of them. Wait. Yes, I was just getting through old bashes here. Okay, let's try that one more time just to make sure. Yay, it works on all of them. Okay. So that's definitely something. I can import to canonical path for a blog post. And then that means that in blog, I can just call canonical posts still. And that then means that actually we might have something. Oops, overmind start. There we go. Posts, they still render. So close. Oh, we've got a post slash thing going on here. Oh, this was already trying to do some of that. We already got that in canonical post, or canonical path. Cool. That doesn't look great. How about that? That looks better. No, yeah, that's never gonna work. That's just always gonna 404. Okay, new post. This one. Hey, look at that, except it didn't work. What? Oh. Oh, it's not public. Okay, where did that live? Is that the problem? It might be the problem. Pub. Nope, not on that though. Not on the impl. Pub trait. There we go. Now it has the correct definition of canonical path. There we go. That chapter... Wait. These don't have slashes, but I think that's this thing stripping them. Because they actually have slashes when I hit each of these links. Yep. Okay, so where's the one? There's one of these though. Is it Minimax? Yeah. Okay. Oh, where's that? 164 in log mode. Log mod 164 raw bytes. Oh, okay, sure. Is that just because when we hit a 404, you don't know the raw bytes? Oh, yes, and all of these are 404ing. Gotcha. Yeah, when's raw bytes used? If file isn't Markdown, we just do that. Great. That should fix this, right? I just could check that the file exists before I check that it's not Markdown. And like that's not gonna make the images appear, but it is gonna make it not blow up every time the images don't appear. One problem down. Okay. But now images don't work. Well. Yeah, because what's happening here is this is like just going to be a relative link. Yep. But it's not in here. It's one out. So I guess though I could just do this. And like say that you always have to go back a directory to get to it. Like that probably is enough to make that first image appear. Yep. Okay. So I could do that. So actually no, let's I like that idea, but let's solve one thing at a time. Keep this way. They're all going to be broken. Okay. Make a new commit. Link to canonical path version of posts. We want our link to look pretty and be consistent. Here we add a trait to convert a path up to model class and use it in the blog index page. This deals with stripping the MD extension or the full index.md file, whichever is relevant. It does create a new problem where sometimes images aren't found due to the directory structure. Fixes number post index link to the shortened one. Yep, that's that one. Let's see, do I have the little thing to move my YubiKey right now? Yes, there it is. Adapter makes it so I don't have to reach quite as far for the YubiKey. I like it. Okay, so let's add this next. Well, let's push this because I like seeing it on the issues. But now let's add another one of these. We're gonna add a new one. Validate that all images linked exist. This is kinda a two-parter. In the fix for number this one, which is in number this one, we create a canonical URL that we link to. This always ends in a slash. That's fine, yeah. This, however, causes issues for the named Markdown style post that also has images. An example of that is this one. In the new version, we link to up on the index page, but then the images fail to load. This is because we are looking for images inside the directory when they really live in we could make more changes to how images load so that we can keep the same log markdown. Or we could always we could have named markdown files look up a directory for their images. I like option 2 because it is simpler. It doesn't involve directory traversal at runtime. We simply just need to set up the files correctly in the repo. But I do not want to be responsible for making sure my images are linked up correctly on my own. The repo also has the images, so we should be able to verify that all images in Markdown actually exist. This is maybe this probably lives in the CLI. Yeah, and then I think we're just gonna work on this because after writing this all out, I think I know what I like or what I want to do, so we're just gonna do it. Cool. So what we're gonna look at here is we're gonna look at how I am doing my CLI, because I know there's actually a CLI here as well. Because I just like making everything complicated. Okay, so if we go to the main, we set up some sentry, we set up tracing, we parse some args, which is good, where our CLI args, so we get a command. Our command is either serve or print. Okay, awesome. I think I want a third one. I think I want validate. But let's just run print, cargo run, and then I think we can just do print. So what do we, I don't even remember. This was just like an info endpoint I added at some point. So it does Okay, cool. So it prints out all the blog posts, and then it tells me the recognized syntaxes, which sure. But that's not really what I want. I want something like validate. And it just should do the thing. It should just validate that. At the moment, what it's validating is that my images exist. So let's just do that. That's funny. I kind of like it saying command, actually. And then this just lives in info. Why does it live in info? I love how I just decide things go in random places. Wait, is info even its own file? Wait, where's info? Oh, commands info. Yep. Oh, because then I do one of these freaking... Yeah, we're in mod commands already. I really don't know if I like this. Just really don't know. Validate. So that's gonna be our module, and we're just gonna call it validate. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Create module there. Yep. And it's this as well. Cool. Yeah, validate doesn't exist. Iterate the function. Awesome. Okay, cool. I validate. What do you return? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Valid. Validating. Print line. Valid. And then I want green. I want like. Let's see if I can make Copilot do this. Print line that says valid, followed by a green checkmark emoji. Oh, come on, Copilot. I want your thoughts here, Copilot. Okay. Fine. That'll work. It's not what I wanted, but like. Okay. Sugar run validate. Validating valid. Done. Love it. Okay. I don't even really need that. Okay, so let posts equal blog posts from static directory. Awesome. Yeah. Post dot validate. Generate validate method. Result of nothing. Okay, cool. And then I think like you can just return that at the moment. That's fine. You are a blog post, right? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna run through all the posts. They're all gonna say valid because just nothing's wrong with them. Okay, yes, so validating. I think I just want to make this validating images. Nah, let's not. Nope, because I want to do it per blog post. Like this should have a validate. And then I think I actually here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do self dot validate images. Yep. And then we're gonna make this method. Okay, so how do we validate images? Let images equal that thing. I don't actually know what I want to do. But I can do like self.ast dot. Yeah, what do I want to do here? Is there just like a first of all, what am I using for my markdown? This. Using this. Docs. Well, I want the thing that lets me change the version number to. Oh, there's new alphas. We'll look at 7 though, because it's the one I'm using. Is there just like a walk over all of the nodes thingy? Okay. AST? But this is just the specification, right? Yeah, so it has an AST, but like I want to like use the AST. Create docs, that's what I was looking for. Anyways. Okay, what do I want? I really want like a way to walk it, right? So like, yep, so it returns this. There's all these variants. There's children. And children are iterable, but like... Okay, maybe I just need like, I think I'm just gonna implement something on node here. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay, so I want that validate method from the blog posts. Yep, right here. Okay, awesome. So I think what I want to do is do let p equal self dot canonical path. And then like self.ast.children iter flat filter map for an image. No. This is what I really want to do. What I want to do is I want to do self.ast.validate images like that. Because then what I can do, if this has a validate images method, I'm gonna need another thing like my markdown. I don't know where I want this to go. Create validate markdown. I think I just call it validate markdown. Yep, it just has this one thing. We impl validate markdown for... Do we do it for root? I think we want to do it for node. Self match self if let thank you. If we are an image, we need to do something. Else we need to validate everything in children. Perfect. So here's how this goes. If you are an image, do something. And if you're not an image, check all your children to see if any of them are children. If let some children, if there are children, validate all of them. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so then how do we validate that an image is valid given the path? So I think what I can do, because image has a URL, right? So like image URL really is image dot URL format bang of this/this. Is it just one of these where it's like path and then image URL? Path here is this, right? So let image path equals path dot to above. Like, let's make this above. Let it be mutable. Image path dot push image dot URL. This isn't what I want though, because I don't want exists on the path. But I want to do blog post path new with image path dot to string lossy. Found enum. Oh, I needed a toString at the end. Great. And then if post path dot file exists, if it doesn't exist, we return image does not exist. Validate. Okay, yeah, we got some problems. Where are some problems? Clear filters. Validate images not found for struct root. Oh. Let root node equals a node of type root with self.ast. Root node.validate images. Validate images. Yeah, so this actually expected a path, which was kind of cool. So let's just do let p equal path buff. Yeah, something like that. Can't move out of this, which is a shared reference. That's reasonable. Okay, we're cloning it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think it'll compile now. Oh, how is it going, everyone? Didn't realize I kicked on up to 4 viewers. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. That was really cool if it worked. Vim FCF with a dev icon. So let's actually like check out. Let's do this. Overmind start, does this one work? FCF with dev icons. Okay. FCF with dev icons. I think this is my example screenshot, so I think it does work. Example screenshot, yeah. This one also has like an extra thing there that I could clean up, but that's okay. Okay, so this does exist. Let's figure out why validates failing. Posts. Vim FCF with dev icons. Oh, posts. It's not supposed to have posts. The canonical path thing here is messing with me. Does it matter if I don't get the canonical path? Ah, yes. That definitely doesn't exist. Because I want canonical path, but I don't want it to have posts at the beginning. So all of these throw posts on it, but like maybe it shouldn't. Maybe this should still happen in the view. I could get behind that. That doesn't sound like the craziest thing ever. So then this is then again, we had format bang and it's slash posts slash, not sure about how many of the like what I want exactly there. Is that right? I don't know if that's the right number of slashes. Posts. Cool, that's still working. And the images still worked. That was also important. There we go. Okay, that actually got down to the post that's actually the problem. Battlesnake Minimax Battlesnake. Okay, so now that means if I go here, I think I can just do this. Everywhere in this file, substitute this for, oop, yep, substitute it for dot dot slash diagrams. Boom. And then we validate. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That actually does exist. It just doesn't collapse the dot dot. That's interesting. That feels like this should be working. That one's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. If the file does not exist, yeah, so what does file exists? logdir.get file. Look up a file by name, yeah. Yeah, it looks it up that way though. Okay, so like Rust path canonicalize. See if that fixes it. Oh. Just throw an unwrap on there. Why not? What could go wrong? No such file or directory. Blog mod 176. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, canonicalize. Oh, okay. This isn't what I want then. This actually like. Okay. Yeah, this one. This one. I want path normalize. Well, I don't want to copy that. So there is this path clean thing. Temp file glob, fs extra, notify, path. In order to get an absolute path and remove the containing dots. Absolute does not care whether the file exists and what the file really is. Yeah, so I think this is what I want. Yes, it is. Cargo, oh, where do we want to be? Server. Cargo, add this thing. Absolute high. So I think I want to do self.path.absolutize.unwrap. I think that's what I want. This though has got to come from somewhere. Rust analyzer, just start up again. Not sure if I actually like doing this here instead of other places. I don't know. Oh, it's a string. Yeah, of course it doesn't know how to do that for a string. Okay. Let's not do it there. Let's follow the validate down. Validate images, validate images. This is an actual, yeah, okay. Let cleaned equals image path dot absolute that, yep. Awesome. And then cleaned here is, that's fair, into diagnostic. Cleaned is a cow of a path, sure, whatever. Cleaned two string Rossi string. Okay, there we go. Now validate this. That's fine. Where are you? 170. Just freaking reference it. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna build. Think we're gonna build. We built. Yeah. FCF with dev icons. Example. This didn't do its job. Did it? Wait a sec. Shouldn't this have... Okay, validate images. We get the canonical path with a path buff, and we call validated images. We take the path, push the image URL, and then we absolutize it. Oh. Didn't want that. Okay, that's fair though. That makes sense. Like I started. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Get an absolute path only under a specific directory. The dots in the path will be parsed as if it's already an absolute path, which means the path starts. I might want absolute virtually. This, I think, is what I want. I don't want to use my file system. This is just playing with paths. Like, I don't want to touch the file system at all here. Which is why when that error message had something to do with my file system, I knew it wasn't right. Wait, can I just do that? Can I just tell it that it's... It's so funny. Like, I can't be too smart here. Wow, that's so interesting. Okay, let cleaned equal cleaned dot toString lossy dot toString. And then like, let's just, this is gonna be silly. Let cleaned equal, oh yeah, no, it's easy, it's easy. Cleaned strip prefix. And you're just already a string. Yeah, just make it a string again. Into diagnostic. No. Then unwrap it. Validate. Okay. Man. Okay. Okay, cool. Looks like we're building. Woo! That worked. That was it. That got it. So it looks like we validated all of our commands here. Love that. Nice. Okay. Fire up a validate command that makes sure all our images exist. Nice. So now I shouldn't have to deal with images not working ever, because they'll basically just, like, I'll be checking all the time whether all my images exist. I love that. I love building it right into the binary. It's a good way to do that. Look at that. Yay! All the images we can handle. Love it. Okay. Okay, I like it. These are now nice and canonical. Images are going to work for each one. We have something that's going to check that they work for each one. Okay, I like this. Here's a question though. Should validate just be a test? Why is validate not a test? I think it should just be a test. Like, yeah, this is just an integration test. That's not a crazy idea. What if we do this though? What if we keep it as a command? Test validate. What if we just like do validate? Async. Oh, wait. Async functions can't be used for tests. Yeah. Like, I think I could just do Tokyo. Like, just wrap it in a Tokyo thingy. It's just gotta be the way that test in Tokyo. There's just gotta be, right? Yeah, something like this. Tokyo test, flavor, multi-thread. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Not unwrap. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Oh, cool. Yeah. So my validate thing's working, but my canonical, like I made some tests for canonical path that I broke completely. Because I just stopped throwing this posts thing in front. They start with slashes, but not the posts. Oh, wait. Left, right. Oh, they just don't start with slashes. Okay, yeah, because I add that on later as well. That makes sense. Okay. Run, validate command as part of tests. There we go. Okay, it is blinking. Just missed it. Okay. That's gonna fix this new issue we just made today because we've done this. Fixes number. Oh, come on. Now you don't want to do it? Come on. That was frustrating, GitHub. Okay. Well, definitely didn't want whatever that just was. Perfect. Okay. This should be fixed. Nice. Added commit that reference this issue. Okay. This is the only one that has a linked pull request? No. There should be more that have a linked pull request. This one should have a linked pull request. And this one should have a pull request. Cool. That failed linting. Cool. Server mod. Just do it for me. Yay. Get a clippy fix. Okay. Worked through some of the launch blocking issues and got a few good things solved. We now... Actually, I think most of this has to do with pathing. Most of today's changes have to do with pathing, and that's it. First... Oh, actually, that's not even the first thing. We move the syntax highlighting CSS to an external style sheet. Fixing number 18, I believe. We changed the blog index page to link to canonical versions of posts. Fixing number. This one. After the second change, images for some posts were broken. So we wrote number 3 and then implemented it. Now we validate at test time that all images exist. Cool. Oh, we're still getting lints, or is that not on the clippy one? Oh, this is tests? No, lit. What's up? Forgot this. I saw this before. Did I just... What did I do about it last week? Oh, I just ignored it. Cool. Why are these lints failing? Failed to install everything. But like, I didn't do anything to linting here. Do I have a Rust toolchain file? No. Not in... No. No, I don't. What's going on then? Yeah, I don't even have like a Rust toolchain. I was just really thinking that this was gonna like be pulling a different setup Rust or something. Like, can I just like I think I would want to just clear the cache. Do that. Rerun from failed. Yeah, I know I can do that. Let's go to my caches. Like, I think I just want to delete like a lot of these. Like, it's fine. I don't need them. They're caches. That's the whole point. This next one's just gonna take a while. Let's see if this helps. Really cool if there was a clear all button. If anyone from GitHub is listening, that would be nifty. Because that's got to be reasonable, right? Like, just all of the caches, just delete them. I think it's totally fine if my next build's like really slow, but I would like to be able to do this in one click, I think. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're finally done. Okay. Rerun. Let's do all because of the cache. They're all just gonna be slow, so it's just probably better to give them all like more cache for next time kind of idea. Lint's the only one I actually like quote unquote care about. The other ones I'm like not worried about. They definitely should pass. And in all honesty, lint should pass too. It doesn't make any sense that it doesn't pass, but yeah, no. Yes, we're getting lots of cache keys not found, which is great. That's the goal. So we had to install protobuf compiler, which is great. Why protobuf? Oh yeah, protobuf is for sending things to honeycomb traces. Cool. Okay, so now we made it to Rust. This is what's been failing. Feels like I just needed the right cache bust. And I just didn't know which one it was. Oh, warning, cache save failed. Oh, another... Oh, okay. It got created in a different one. That's fun. Okay. And like, I guess just to confirm, cargo Clippy. Yeah, Clippy's very happy. Okay, cool. So we got Rust done. We are now building Lint. Awesome. Okay, so we are gonna have to compile everything for Clippy, but we're at least making progress. I don't really think I need Tailwind here. Yeah, no, definitely don't think I need Tailwind here. Oh, no. This doesn't just install Tailwind, this actually creates the CSS file. I need the CSS file to exist. Because it's in build. Like I just slurp it up from Rust with include string. So we do need it to exist. Okay. Could take a sec, but like, you know, that's okay. We did tell it to do it without the cache. Yeah, it only took 2 minutes and 20 seconds with the cache. Now we've been sitting here for exactly that long. That was really fun. Kind of crazy that that was the exact same amount of time, but hey. So after today, well, this is launch blocker, but it's done, so it doesn't really matter. This one we still need to do then, and the post should redirect extra versions to the canonical. Yeah. Yep. Right now we do some of this canonicalizing. Right now we do some of this canonicalizing. Oh, and then render the page if we find one. Instead, we want to use HTTP redirects. So you are always on the correct / shorter URL when reading an article. This is important for SEO, since we need the content to live on a single stable URL. Cool. That's a launch blocker. And then the anchor links. I think that's a launch blocker, but that one's a little trickier. Not trickier. This is definitely something I think I could live without and launch. So technically we're really pretty close to feeling like we could launch this. I love that tests. Oh no, not tests. Documentation was faster. That's fair. That's not that surprising that was faster than linting. Rust test doc. Yeah, I just read it too fast. Cool. Yeah, so we'll just hang out for a bit. I do want to see this pass and merge today. I think that'll just be good. And I'll be better at actually finishing up my PRs on Wednesday when we're streaming. And I think we are going to wrap up shortly after this. So we will get this merged, and then we will find someone to raid, and we will probably be done for the day, team. I got a lot of good stuff done today, though. I feel pretty good about stream today. So I will probably do most of this again in 30 seconds, or, you know, a few minutes when this all wraps up. But let's see what is on the agenda for me. So this week, we actually are doing something a bit different. I'm probably not going to be streaming on Sunday, because on Saturday, the day before it, at noon, we've got a Battlesnake tournament going on that I'm hosting. So we can check out the Battlesnake docs here for the upcoming tournament. So we have community tournament number 2 in snail mode coming up for Battlesnake on Saturday, May 6th. So that's in like 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, really soon. So we're gonna do our tournament on May 6th starting at noon. Let's check out the registration page. We've got a total of 24 snakes registered for this one. And so we will be battling it out on Saturday. We're actually going to do 2 tournaments here. We're going to do 1 tournament with these 24 snakes on Saturday. And then the next Saturday, the 13th, we're going to do a second chance tournament with the half of the snakes that don't make it past the first round. And so that'll be, oh, well, maybe like 12-ish snakes if half get through. Something like that. I'll have to look at exactly how the brackets shake out to see how many snakes we'll have the next weekend. But we will be doing those 2 tournaments this Saturday and the following Saturday. And then with that, I am probably not going to be streaming on either of those Sundays. I think I'm going to take the Sundays off after doing the tournaments on Saturday. So that is what is coming up for me with streaming. And in the middle of those, I will be back for this normal scheduled Wednesday stream next Wednesday. So yeah, that is what I will be up to in streaming land. If you are a Battlesnake competitor and you're not in that tournament yet, definitely do get your snake entered right, in the next day or 2 here before I finalize the brackets probably Friday afternoon and start running some games on Saturday morning. And there we go. Awesome. Okay. This PR is green, I think. There we go. Oh, yes. Let's make it ready for review. Let's merge this. Awesome. Okay. Well, there we go. That feels pretty good. Did I actually click the button? No, I did not. There we go. Took a second try. And actually, does that close out some of these issues? Yes, it did. We're down to 3 issues with only 2 being launch blocking. Looking much better. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap up here, team. Thank you for coming along and hanging out with me on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's go find someone to raid. Who is online and doing some Rust? We've only got 2 of us at the moment. Oh, Nick McPhee! Nick McPhee is probably one of my faves to go raid, so let's do that. I guess I do actually need the Twitch page up so that I can get to my thingamabobber with my dashboard. Click the raid channel button, Nick McPhee, start raid, and we're good to go. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, team, and let's go see how Nick's doing with their likely advent of code stuff. I will see you next time, and have a good Wednesday, everyone. Thanks. Bye.